Good morning, LKN. Happy FriYAY to you. It's 7:07 from within the studio this morning, and we're all late.
Hello.
Hey, how's it
I
going?
think it's been this way all week, though. You know what? It's the week
first week back of the time change.
The first week back after the time change.
You get a month to get it back in order. That's what they say.
But I feel like today's going to be a good day. I feel it. I feel like today, and maybe I shouldn't say it out loud, especially on the radio, but I'm just going to put it out there, guys. I feel like today is going to be a great day because this is why. Today is Friday the 13th, 2026.
I know that was usually a bad thing.
I know.
Oh.
But Friday the 13th, 2020 is when everything shut down. And
talking about
COVID, yes. That was the day they sent, like, officially, I think they declared a pandemic, like, Wednesday that week, but Friday was the day that everything shut down. So it was Friday the 13th, and I remember it so vividly because Katie went to performing arts school. She went to Northwest School of the Arts, great magnet school here in the Charlotte Meck school system. She practiced 6 weeks of 7 a.m. rehearsals. Yes. For her part in Little Shop of Horrors, which was premiering on Friday the 13th. Because how cute! How cute!
No, it makes sense.
How cute to come out on Friday the 13th. And
Is that?
got the call that morning. No school and no show, and we're so sorry. And we'll be back in 2 weeks. But I feel like this is it. This is the
6 years later.
6 years later, we still haven't seen the performance.
Oh.
She actually did it for us in the living room a month later because she was like, "Look, I worked hard on this.
I got to do it."
And I was like, "Yeah, I know. I dropped you off at school at 7 a.m. and then I had to go to work for 6 weeks at 7 a.m. too." So
this is where we get rid of COVID?
I think this is where everything in the world just comes back to pre-COVID. I think that's my guess, but we'll find out. But I don't think things are crazy now, but maybe this is it.
Things are crazy. Unfortunately, yesterday, a couple of big things went down. A couple of shootings that took place.
Oh.
Two ones in particular. Now, there may have been more, right? Because shootings happen every day. Let's be honest. Shootings happen every single day. But certain people, for specific reasons, towards specific groups, that's when you start looking at it. Two of them in particular, obviously, that really kind of took the news by storm yesterday. So Old Dominion, Virginia, this was where an assailant came into, was it a school? I believe it was a school. The Michigan was the school. Forgive me on the Old Dominion, Virginia.
Old Dominion University.
Okay, so it was a school. And it was students who eliminated the assailant.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they did not have a weapon on him either. So they haven't released like the gory details, but you could imagine for some young college kids coming across this scenario, reacted in a way that saved potentially a lot of people.
Good for them.
But in their hearts and minds this morning, no doubt something that you never want to have to experience and will need counseling for, no doubt, going forward. But one person did die.
One person was killed and 2 were injured in the attack.
Correct.
Yeah. So ROTC students stopped, so they have some training behind them, I could imagine, but they were the ones that stopped and killed the gunman.
And the one that died was I believe the teacher who was the leader of ROTC there at Old Dominion as well.
That's in Norfolk, Virginia.
Norfolk, Virginia, yes. And then the other situation that took place in Michigan. Now, the Michigan one, this another level of scary as well. The schools, obviously scary for sure.
100%.
You don't want either. And then churches, faith-based community.
Right.
And so a synagogue in Michigan, the assailant had pulled up his vehicle, because I guess it's a big preschool too. This is like one of the largest.
Gosh.
I heard Starnes talking about it yesterday on the Todd Starnes show, because as it was breaking yesterday in the middle of the day, it's got like 1%. They calculate 1% of the Jewish population attends this one synagogue alone, which is massive. I mean, I think they say like 13,000 members at this church, and it's got a preschool as well. And so a person attempted to drive through the school, was met with force from the private security team. There was some level of substance inside of the vehicle that did ignite. As of yesterday, they didn't obviously go through the details of what the specifics were of that. They're obviously investigating that. The private security did get a shot off. They hadn't yet, as of yesterday, determined that it was the private security or the explosion that killed the individual that was attempting to ram through the school. But the best part of it is that thankfully no students, no staff, no one was killed besides the person intending to conduct terrorism. And that's 2 in one day. There's a lot of talk these days about sleeper cells and this kind of stuff going on right now. Obviously, with the attacks in Iran, were these part of that or not? Not too sure. Some preliminary things, and again, this is all preliminary. You never know, right, until they do some kind of official report, and even then you really don't know because what's going on in individuals' minds. We can't read minds. But some are saying that the gentleman who crashed into the synagogue, and I say gentleman, that's not really
person.
The person, who chose to do this heinous, evil,
right.
terrible
I wouldn't quite call them a gentle person.
Posted pictures online, I guess, of some family members, I think, that were killed with Israeli strikes going on as well over there.
It's like
overseas.
a retaliation for that.
In essence, correct. And so obviously war no good in general.
No.
But just something to be mindful of. The FBI is putting out ads, and when they do it, it means that they think there's something going on. See something, say something, I guess, is the majority theme of a lot of them right now. If you come across one, whether in social or on the television or reading in a blog or anything like that, see something, say something. And it's not to create, a panic. It's not to be racist. It's not any of that kind of stuff. There's a difference, interculturally, right? You can notice some different things. Certain shouting statements as well you want to stay away from probably too, because that seems to be a similar trend that happens in these scenarios. Yeah. And so a time of reflection too for if you're praying person, pray.
Yes.
Thinking person, think, or whatever it is you do, because real people's lives were affected yesterday.
And just be kind to people out there, because you don't know what somebody's going through that day, right? I'm not saying for the people who would try to harm someone, right? I'm just saying, like, you don't know what someone has encountered that day. So let's just be kind to each other.
That's absolutely
on
right.
Friday the 13th, 2026.
Right. This is one of my favorite things I love about Lake Norman. We wave with all 5 fingers here.
We do.
We absolutely do.
You might be able to read more about that in the April issue of Lake Norman Woman Magazine.
We've got some friends we will wave to this morning. Jeff Snye, Blue Oak Realty, is going to be stopping by. Looking forward to it. White, Haines, and Rodrigues Advanced Dentistry. They're having a community oral health screening event as well. We'll talk with them at 8:30. Download the WSIC News app, 37 hours, just like this, every single week. It's free. It's on iOS and Google Play.
Top of the morning, LKN. Don't wander far now. We'll be right back with more Good Morning LKN presented by Spotless Cleaning on WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, our sunshine is back, but it's a cooler day of weather around Lake Norman. We're into the low and mid-60s for the afternoon. Chilly 40s overnight, and then we're back in the 70s Saturday and low 70s Sunday, but a chance for evening showers finishes out the weekend. That's your forecast. From the Surf Pickleball and Kitchen, I'm WSIC meteorologist Chase Myers.
Hi, this is Bob McIntosh with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davidson. Since 1997, we have been committed to providing our clients with competent, caring, and experienced legal services. Learn more at McIntoshLawFirm.com.
Here's your WSIC community calendar.
Start your engines in Huntersville at the Huntersville Spring Car and Truck Show, happening Saturday, March 14th from 9 a.m. to noon at Veterans Park. Car, truck, and motorcycle owners are invited to show off their rides, connect with fellow enthusiasts, and compete for awards. Or just come enjoy the vehicles, food, and car lover atmosphere. Registration is free, but space is limited. For details and sign-up information, visit huntersville.org/events.
Then keep the fun going that same day. Luck of the Village, the St. Patrick's Day celebration, takes place March 14th from 4:30 to 7:30 p.m. at Birkdale Village in Huntersville. Enjoy live bagpipes from the Loch Norman Pipe Band, Irish dance performances, and high-energy music from the Hitmen Party Band. Plus, plenty of family-friendly fun and festive vibes. It's free to attend and perfect for all ages. Learn more at birkdalevillage.com.
Or head over to downtown Mooresville for another St. Patrick's Day celebration. Shamrocks and Shenanigans, this Saturday from 3 to 8 p.m. along North Main Street in downtown Mooresville. The festival features live music from Pluto for Planet, Irish dancers, the Mooresville Fire Rescue Pipes and Drums, food trucks, and festive beverages along Broad and Main Streets. There's also a bar crawl option, with advance tickets including 9 tasting stops and St. Patrick's Day swag. Find tickets and event details online at downtownmooresville.com.
MuralFest 2026, presented by Window World, returns April 23rd through 26th to Wilkesboro, North Carolina. Hear Allison Krause in Union Station, featuring Jerry Douglas, Old Crow Medicine Show, Charles Wesley Godwin, Blackberry Smoke, and more. For tickets, visit MuralFest.org.
You don't need luck to find local events around Lake Norman. You just need Live, Work, Play, LKN.com.
That's Live, Work, Play, LKN.com.
Good morning, LKN is back with more shenanigans and spotless cleaning support because this show's messier than your kitchen. WSIC, local, starts here.
Good morning, okay, at 7:18. It's FriYAY. It's also cold today. It's colder than you remember yesterday.
I had ice on my windshield this morning.
Oh,
It's chilly out there.
After that monsoon yesterday, too.
David will corroborate.
ICATS.com, alternative transportation. $3 each day, each way to commute from Iredell County down to the city of Charlotte. Cruising in the HOV lane with David. Good morning, sir. How are things looking?
Hey, guys. Been pretty busy for us this morning. 77 south, north, looking pretty good. We were coming out of Charlotte this morning. With 77 onto the John Belk Freeway, there's some type of accident there, heavy police and emergency personnel present. If you're traveling 77 north and you're getting off at exit 42 at the bottom of the ramp, or if you're coming down 21 out of Troutman, there is a Jeep with a trailer with another vehicle on the back of it, and it's partially in the roadway. So when you're going through there, you might want to scoot over a little bit. 150 is starting to pick up a little bit. We're sitting here staring at it, as well as all these orange barrels, probably more orange barrels than cars itself. But otherwise, pretty good day so far starting out.
Couple little flapjack spots to look out for. Got to have them patient pans always on hand. David, we so appreciate you. Got anything cooking this weekend?
Me and my wife, we're doing a 5K in Davie County this weekend. Yes, sir. That's about it.
Nice.
Awesome. Have fun. You a big runner?
Yes. We run quite a bit during the week, and we always try to sign up for at least a couple races per month. And not to try to medal or anything. It's just the satisfaction of crossing the finish line without falling down or hurting ourselves in any shape, form, or fashion, being the over 55 population.
So you're not like you like it for fun. You're not into like deep levels. Like you're not like shaving your chest or something like that.
No, I'm in it for fun and the refreshments afterwards.
And the pizza and pudding, reward afterwards too.
There you go.
There you go.
Always the good. Yes, good carbs. Good carbs.
All right.
David, we so appreciate you, sir. We'll talk with you at 8:15.
All right, guys. Take care. God bless.
All right, we'll see you. ICATS.com, $1 from your front door each day to run errands around Iredell County. $1 on Tuesday. You can go to the VA in Salisbury every Tuesday for only $1 from your front door in Iredell County. So if you've got appointments at the VA, make them on Tuesday. Make it easier for you. Thursday, you can go to Winston-Salem, get some of that chicken, and come on back for $1 as well. Friday, that's today. You want to go to Hickory, you can do that for only $1 from your front door in Iredell County.
The chicken makes me laugh.
And then you can get back for only $1. There's one little secret, and it's not the chicken. You got to schedule it. ICATS.com.
Well, everybody's heard about the bird. The bird's a winner. Well, a bird is a winner.
It's time for the word of the day. What's the word?
Word of the day.
Today's word of the day on this FriYAY, the 13th. That's right. We are one day out from the Spring Car and Truck Show. That's right. Ready, set, show. The Spring Car and Truck Show is tomorrow. Come join Mamie and Justin, as well as a gaggle of other people, and prepare to be besotted by paint schemes, chrome, engine, interiors, family-friendly fun, full of food, plenty of car chatter. Be there. Veterans Park tomorrow in Huntersville. Check it out, the Spring Car and Truck Show. I used the word of the day there.
Yeah, you did. I caught that.
You did.
Today's word of the day is besotted.
You used it already.
Inundated with?
Inundated with is quite close. It's a little bit more there. A little bit more. Let me spell it out.
You got some more. Oh, okay. Go through the regular.
Yes. Besotted. Besotted.
Besotted.
Besotted.
I said inundated with, surrounded by.
Surrounded by is another great guess. Let me get some context clues up here, some sentences. Let's see. Car lovers will be absolutely besotted with the rows of polished classics and custom builds at the Ready, Set, Show Spring and Car Show at Veterans Park tomorrow.
And you said not inundated, though.
Excited to see.
Excited to see a little bit more than that. Let's see. After one walk through the show, even casual visitors find themselves besotted with the craftsmanship behind every ride.
Filled with the bubbly stuff inside of them.
The definition that I have of besotted is...
I'm throwing out really good ones.
You're really good. You're really
digging
close.
deep for this
yes.
one, I could tell.
Deeply infatuated or obsessed by something.
Obsessed.
Completely enamored. Yes, completely enamored. Yes.
Besotted.
Besotted. Yes. And I got it done before the song, so...
Good job.
Points
Good
for
job.
me.
Justin, can you explain to people who maybe listen to your traffic report every day what chicken you're talking about?
There's a place that has chicken in Winston.
In Winston?
Yeah.
Winston-Salem, chicken capital of the world?
That's right.
That's what it is?
That's where people go for the chicken.
For the chicken.
Big Chicken has been trying to take over, and I figured out their headquarters
it's
are
not big.
in...
It is Big Chicken.
They're in Winston. That's what I've determined.
Gotcha.
And so every Thursday, I'm determined
to go get that chicken. Do you have to say it that way when you get there?
I got to get that chicken.
You say, when you walk into and we don't know the name of the store if you get the chicken.
Me, I'm here for the chicken.
But if you hop in the ICATS bus and you say,
take me to the chicken.
Take me to the chicken.
They'll know.
Exactly.
They'll know exactly.
I'd say take me to the Krispy Kreme, but I know you got a problem with those people too.
Yeah, and I'm trying not to have problems in my life. I feel like I'm at a stage where I'm not.
It's time to let some of that go.
You know, it's like I think to myself, where am I going to put my sauce today? That's those are the kinds of things I wonder about. And thankfully, I've got friends that help out. Friend that's been there a long time for me. Someone who, when the days were dark, I could go to.
Yeah.
I could talk to.
Mm-hmm.
Could reason back in some ways.
Yep.
You know, we shared ups and downs, whether that was seated or standing.
Good times and bad.
Positive and negative. And they're here with me now still. And it's Taco Bell. Taco Bell's ready to unleash the next level of what we've all been wondering. At what point will the sauce get any better? Because I don't know if it can.
All right.
And wait,
you're
I'm
a
wrong.
I'm not really a sauce person. I know. I know it bothers you.
It deeply offends me
really
that you're not into sauce.
And I'm not a big sauce person. Also, Erin, our event planner, she was quite upset. I think she started to cry a little bit when I told her I wasn't a sauce person.
Ouch.
But
there's teams forming.
You know what? You got to have all kinds. But are you the Taco Bell sauce? Is it the hot? Well, I don't know what the difference. I don't eat a Taco Bell, so I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I do a little combo. I do a little mild and fire.
Okay.
If I'm honest, yeah, I mean, I could just eat them all. Yeah, that'd be fine.
Gotcha.
But they've made it easier for you now.
They've made it easier?
Where I don't have to bite the plastic anymore. Let's see what they're working
Not
on.
good for your teeth.
And after looking at all these new releases, guys, my mouth was salivating. I was drooling. But guys, let's begin with the edible sauce packet. It is a fire queso packet you pour onto a taco. And yes, you can eat the packet, guys. It's incredible. The queso tasted really good. I had to get that. I got a flamin' hot mini taco salad too. That was also really good.
Ooh,
Thank you, Taco Bell, for inviting me out. This was really cool, literally.
All right.
That's about the smoothest Taco Bell persona.
I knew that was gonna hit your timeline when I saw it, because then this is what hit mine. Taco Bell, and just to the right of that bill, the other
I
lane.
made a choice between the two. I went for rather than all the items for the one.
So I'm gonna go through all the items because I
Okay.
think the people need to know. We're here to serve.
There's some people doing some things out here,
And they're
some
like-
local leaders.
Yeah. Yeah. We got some great guests coming in today, but you know what? I'm the only one that can bring you.
Oh, I was
Taco
talking about
Bell.
the Taco Bell.
Oh,
Leading the way.
Okay. Well, Taco Bell just revealed 20 plus new menu items. Ready for it?
Oh yeah.
Mountain Dew Baja Midnight Pie. I
You
think
know I'm
they
already
brought
there.
out.
That-
You're
yeah,
good on that one.
I'm
Did you
better.
ever try the Baja Blast Pie? Did you get it for your Thanksgiving dinner?
I did not get it, unfortunately. I did get it once in the past. I just glowed for enough days that it still lingers. It comes back. each year.
The mini taco salad. Now, I'm not big about. It's got flaming hot Doritos in it. I think.
Yeah.
Flaming. Nah. I like a mini taco salad though.
Yeah, but I feel like this is like a little mini bowl, like one of those taco bowls.
Yeah,
You go
I like
biting
those.
like one of them walls, all of a sudden this thing is everywhere.
Okay.
That's not good for anybody.
Creme brulee crunch wrap slider. I'm going for that one. Are you a creme brulee fan?
I love creme brulee. I'm
Okay.
a big dessert guy. I'm also a big Mexican food guy. I put spaghetti on tortillas. Why not dessert on tortillas?
Why not? Why not? Permanent nacho fries. I don't know what that means. Permanent nacho fries?
I think they're staying on the menu. They've been on the menu.
Oh.
They're saying we're here to stay. People will
Have
eat
you
French
had their fries?
No.
No.
People will eat French fries even when they go to Taco Bell because the world is sick. Go ahead.
Salt and straw taco latte chiller.
The fries are good.
The fries are good.
You've
both
had 'em.
sides.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
They're like
Okay.
the big, they're super crunchy, they look like.
Yeah,
from
they're kind of
just the
perfect.
picture.
So today I'm throwing unnecessary shade. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, you're good.
Salt and straw taco latte chiller. I don't know what this is.
Okay, so is this one of those drinks?
It's a drink. It looks like a.
Looks like a drink, Justin. It's in a cup.
It's got whipped cream. It's got some little pieces on
But
top
this is
of it.
coffee. How early are you eating Taco Bell?
I don't know if this is coffee or if this is just like a coffee drink, like a frappuccino. It's like mostly just chocolate milk.
They need to lean a breakfast burrito up next to it or something.
Liv
you know?
Moss.
Yeah.
All right, Diablo dusted crispy chicken nuggets.
They got to call them dusted?
Dusty. They had some dusty nuggets in there.
All right, so this we had heard this in the past that Taco Bell was going to try doing chicken nuggets.
Diablo dust nuggets.
Dust nuggets. Are you getting your dust nuggets and your nacho fries?
I'm not. I'm sorry. Maybe it's just me, but when I go to Taco Bell, I'm not thinking, oh, let me order my nuggets. I'm
No
not,
chicken. Not like
Well, I
Winston
can
Salem.
put chicken on something. You can have a chicken taco.
Right. And the last one on here is
Chicken
this
quesadilla.
strawberry and cream Mexican pizza bite.
Now, Mexican pizza, I know that several people, longtime fans of Mexican pizza, when they took that away,
That was my thing in the
There was people upset.
after school. That was my go-to. It was 99 cents. So you needed $1.07 and a water cup,
and you got a pizza.
and you were good to go. I mean, that was, you know how I eat. That was more than enough food for me.
The economy shifted for
Yeah.
people when they got rid of.
Well,
of
now that
pizza.
we're resetting the timeline, maybe it's going to come back. Maybe
It's
gonna
definitely
come
coming back.
Yeah, that's it. They didn't put all 20 on there. That's all I got. Strawberry and cream Mexican pizza bite. So that's a dessert pizza.
Oh yeah.
Some strawberries. I doubt that when you get it from the drive-thru, it's going to look that beautiful.
Is that Parmesan on top? I don't even know what that
I
is.
don't know what that is. I don't know. If they can put dust on nuggets, they can put cheese on pizzas.
Man, but now I'm set, man. I can go into Taco Bell and I can just sing it to myself. I keep it in my pocket.
Man, you think they heard us talking about our sauce plan?
I keep it in my pocket.
Hold tight, laddie. More Good Morning LKN presented by Spotless Cleaning at the end of the rainbow. Only on WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, our sunshine is back, but it's a cooler day of weather around Lake Norman. We're into the low and mid 60s for the afternoon. Chilly 40s overnight, and then we're back in the 70s Saturday and low 70s Sunday, but a chance for evening showers finishes out the weekend. That's your forecast from the Surf, Pickleball, and Kitchen. I'm WSIC meteorologist Chase Myers.
Jay White here from Centralina Realty. At Centralina Realty, we believe it's all about you. If you're selling a home, buying a home, or adding doors to your rental portfolio, put the team at Centralina Realty to work for you. Go to centralinarealty.com and let's get started.
Life can feel overwhelming. Anxiety, depression, grief, trauma. Quick fixes just don't cut it. At the Kohler Group, our licensed faith-based therapists provide care for your whole self, mind, body, and spirit. Healing isn't surface level. It's real, lasting, and centered in God. We accept multiple major insurance carriers and self-pay options, so you can focus on recovery, not paperwork. Take the first step today. Call or text 252-758-8636. Because with God, all things are possible.
But one objective.
Honey, can you turn that down?
Ladies,
Honey, can you turn it down?
ever feel like your house is shaking every time your husband watches TV?
What?
Honey, can you turn it down?
That's not surround sound. That's hearing loss. Beltone in Mooresville and Cornelius can help. With expert hearing tests and top quality hearing aids, you can finally enjoy your TV without shaking the whole neighborhood. Visit nchearing.com to schedule your free hearing test today. That's nchearing.com.
At One Health, we treat your health as a whole, spanning comprehensive women's services, primary care, mental health, and lifestyle programs. Join our innovative, compassionate community today. Visit our website at onehealthnpc.com to read our story and to find a provider. One Health, transforming medicine, one story at a time.
Are you nearing retirement and wondering how to make your money work for you instead of worrying it won't? Find out more by listening to Live in Large Radio with Mark Henry of Alloy Wealth Management, Saturday mornings at 11 and Sundays at 5 on WSIC. Local starts here.
Keep winter cold outside with propane heat from GMB Energy. We provide cost-effective propane to cook meals and heat your home and water, even when the power goes out. For a limited time, save big with rebates, like up to $350 on cozy heat fireplaces and up to $450 on select Rinnai tankless water heaters. Visit one of our 9 locations. Call 855-LPG-PROS or visit gbenergy.com. GMB Energy, family-owned and NC Grow.
The change of seasons is tough on your system. Dust, wear, and cold snaps test its strength. Let Horn Heating and Air Conditioning prep your home before the holidays, so your heat will be ready when you need it most. Fall into the season of ah. Visit hornhvac.com, where your comfort is our business.
The button pushing stops here.
WSIC. Local starts here.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. The Iran war is at the 2-week mark, and it's been bruising for the markets as energy price pressures continue to build. There's a risk of an inflation shock. Concerns heading into the weekend are clear with the defiant tone from Iran. President Trump also cautioning to watch what happens today. This morning, stock futures are starting to move higher. However, shares of Ulta are tumbling this morning. The cosmetics retailer giving a cautious financial outlook that disappointed Wall Street. The company says it's mindful how global conflicts could impact economic conditions. Ulta has also been noticing an increasing customer focus on value. And Tinder is adding a number of new features to its dating app. A real-time video speed dating experience inside the app that will arrive later this spring. There's a new events feature that lets users discover local happenings. Plus, a chemistry feature which uses artificial intelligence to analyze profile information to facilitate more meaningful connections. Courtney Donahoe, Bloomberg Radio.
Don't miss a thing. Download the WSIC News app today. WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning, LKN is back with more shenanigans and spotless cleaning support because this show's messier than your kitchen. WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning. Okay, at 7:34. Happy Friday to you. Looking forward to chat with Jeff Sny of Blue Oak Realty. He's going to be in here shortly. We'll say hey and see what's cooking in his world because, you know, springtime is usually a big time in the real estate market.
I've heard. People get wild, get excited, thinking about moving, selling their house, upgrading, not upgrading, like upsizing, downsizing.
Well, you've been in your house all winter long. You know, you come out like dehibernation.
You're like, oh yeah, maybe I want to do something different.
And up, down, left, right.
Or maybe you notice who lives in your neighborhood. All your neighbors start coming out. And you're like, maybe I don't want to live with
We
these
got to
people.
move. We got to get out of here. It's time
maybe
to go.
Maybe happened to some of my neighbors. They saw us walking about. They're like, time to go.
We're looking forward to chat with Jeff coming up soon. And then also White, Haines, Rodrigues Advanced Dentistry. They've got a community oral health screening event that's taking place. And looking forward to sharing some stories, hearing about how important it really is to take care of your mouth.
And every time you go, we had a story in our March issue, actually, that's available right now. Late Norman Woman magazine, available now at all Harris Teeters and 350 businesses around the lake. We had a story in there this month for one of our Lake Norman Woman of the Year finalists. She had oral cancer, and it was just a routine screening. Yeah. Like when you go to the dentist, sometimes they'll take your tongue and they'll move it back and forth.
Oh yeah. They grab it,
and they found cancer, and she went through months and months of an ordeal. But she just talked about it was just about because March is March is Women's History Month, International Women's Day is in March as well. So she was just talking about the importance of advocating for yourself. Yeah. We're going to have an article in the April issue specifically about oral cancer because April is Oral Cancer Awareness Month. So we're going to feature that in there. And we want to say thank you to White, Haines, and Rodrigues for their contribution to this article.
And one of those scenarios you wouldn't think. You're saying to yourself, okay, I don't want to go to the dentist because I don't want my teeth scraped. I don't want to hear the noise. I want to do all that.
Oh, I've got huge dental anxiety.
But the grabbing of the tongue and then looking around your mouth, I mean, that's what dentists do. They're looking for more than they're looking for your gums. They're
Right.
looking at
Make sure
everything.
everything's healthy. Yeah. And so that's why that's important.
Yeah, for sure. So looking forward to talking with the team at White, Haines, and Rodrigues Advanced Dentistry and some friends coming up as
All right.
well.
I got a question for you.
Okay.
Do you have Lake Norman's cutest pet?
Yes.
Yes. And
Definitely.
everybody would probably say they do.
It's a cat.
Yeah, that's fine. They could be cats.
That's the animal that represents Lake Norman the best.
The cat.
Mhm.
Yeah. So you could have a cat, a dog, a horse. Right now, we're accepting submissions for if you think you have Lake Norman's cutest pet, send it to us. Head over to Lake Number Woman on Facebook or Instagram or lakenumberwoman.com and look for the media tab. And there's one that said Lake Norman's cutest pet. We're just, last year we did a contest. And this year I was like, you know what? I don't really want them to be in competition with each other. We're all cute. We all feel cute. And we all want to be featured. And it's not a competition. It's just like, we're just going to do a feature of pets that are cute. So if you think you have the cutest pet, submit it on our website, lakenumberwoman.com. Go to the media tab.
No, we're not going to call it. It's not a competition.
It's
It's
not.
just we're going to look at the animals and we're going to say this one's better than another.
But we're going to feature several. Like last year we had a winner. And I love our winner, Carlos, sheepdog. Bill Russell's still mad at me that his sheepdog didn't win over Carlos. But Carlos is on a boat with a hat. I mean, what can I do? What am I supposed to do?
We'll showcase several animals, but only one will be enough.
No, they're all gonna be cute. Anyway, my dog, that spoiler, before she's the face of the contest because before I worked for Lake Norman Woman magazine, they did this contest, you know.
The contest is irrelevant. It's a Rooney rule because Layla will win.
Nope, she can't win. She's disqualified. She's the face of the contest though, because I think she's the cutest. But before I worked there, they did this every year, and I would submit Layla every single year. She made third place one time. So I think she qualifies as a cute pet, but I'm excited that we're just able to showcase pets. So we're not having a contest, but I'm sure everybody thinks their pet's the cutest. But you can submit them, and they may be featured in the May issue of Lake Norman Woman magazine. So you can see your dog, cat, horse, gerbil, lizard. We had a lizard last year that was submitted.
Top 3.
Yeah. Oh, definitely in the top 3.
But it's not a competition.
It's not a competition.
We're just
this
judging
year.
your animals.
We're just looking
better
at
than
them
you.
and we're saying, oh, this one's cute. This one's cute.
An outside opinion, because you may look at your pet and say, oh, it's so cute, but in reality, maybe it's ugly, and we can help you determine that.
No, we think they're all cute. So anyway, you have your chance to have your pet in the pages of the magazine, and you can see in the May issue, which our May issue is mothers and pets, because all moms are great moms, whether you're a human mom, a surrogate mom, an aunt, a grandma, or a dog mom, or a cat mom. Yes,
That's exactly
we love
right.
all moms.
We certainly do. Hey, some things going on here around the area. You know the ACC tournament's going on right now, and it's going down at Spectrum Center.
Is it?
Yeah, because we're coming up to March Madness. So
right.
now it's like all the conference tournaments going on that determine first place seeds to help people get toward the tournament. And we're coming up on the end. Now, last night was a little bit of nail biter. I caught the last couple of minutes of the game, Chapel Hill and Clemson. Now, Clemson did win by 1 point.
Oh.
And so Chapel Hill is not
That's how
other
that
ways
works.
in besides just the individual.
I think because they're Chapel Hill, they'll just get in.
But winners of these tournaments do get a seat,
Yes.
I think, at the table for the March Madness tournament. So upcoming next, you got Duke and Clemson going to face off tonight at 9:30, and then also Virginia and Miami at 7 p.m. Those two will be the two winners of that will face off for the finals here at the Spectrum Center. What's downtown been like? Has it been crazy? You got a lot. I mean, ACC tournament. That's not a small tournament. That's a pretty decent sized run.
Yeah, I bet it's been super busy down there.
I'm up in Mooresville.
Yeah, he
Oh,
don't
that's
know.
right. I
He
can't
don't
ask
know
you about
anymore.
Charlotte anymore,
You can't
'cause
ask
that's
him any
right.
more questions. He's a Mooresville guy now.
Well, forget it. Move it out of Spectrum Center. I don't even care anymore. It's not even a thing. What's
That-
basketball?
Is the Duke Carolina thing as big of a rivalry now as it always has been?
It's a fair question.
Or is it because so many new people have moved here from all over the country that
Maybe it's
not
diluting.
I'm wondering if it's being more diluted. Now, I know that the night of the game, there were a lot of people at, lots of restaurants
Sure.
and bars were promoting the Duke Carolina game that happened.
It's a lot of alum.
I just wondered if that was the the game when I was a kid. That was the Super Bowl for us. Like
now it's
growing
like
up
just
here.
Bills and the Steelers.
Yeah. It's like, we can't. We used to be a proper. What is your phrase? Used to be a proper.
We used to be a proper country.
There you go.
You know what we did used to be a proper country? We used to want to go to space really, really quick.
No, we didn't.
And we've been there. And we've been on the moon.
Oh, yeah.
And we've done those things.
Yep.
But unfortunately, NASA has made a grave mistake in deciding when it's going to do its next thing. NASA teams have polled go to proceed toward Artemis 2's launch around the moon. They're targeting March 19th to roll the rocket out to the launch pad at NASA Kennedy Center in advance of a launch attempt on April 1st.
April Fool's Day.
Terrible day. The absolute worst day to pick a rocket launch.
I'd be like, haha, the joke's on you. We never actually went to the moon, and we're not going now either. It's too hard. Haha.
They could wrap it all up into one.
They could.
It's just really
They
easily.
could. They look. I think they do the whole pomp and circumstance. They bring the astronauts out with the slow motion video. They get them, right to the little catwalk thing, and then they're like, then they just pop up. Haha. No, it's too hard.
We can't do it.
We can't do it, and we never did. It's fine. I'm not upset about it. I don't care. And I get why they did it. It makes sense. Lots of stuff was going on in the 60s, and we didn't have the internet.
We just had to
So
tell
you could
somebody
just make
something.
stuff up whenever you wanted to.
So Artemis 2, again, the one that's just going around the moon. They're saying April 1st now. They're back on track.
Joke's on you.
We're not going on the moon. We're going around the moon.
Yeah, right. Okay.
No one's getting out of the boat.
And then it's going to be the footage of just like a moon, and then you can see the string of
With the pencil.
just going around the moon. We did it. We
It
did
took
it.
6 days. There
Yeah.
was a point where Tom ate the last ice cream.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're just eating Dippin' Dots. It's the future. It's the ice cream of
Let's
now.
check in on the live webcam.
Ooh, I'm floating in space. I just can't wait. This is even better than actually going to space.
Turn on the anti-gravity.
And with the green screen behind them where it kind of like glitches and you can see, or they have the green glow around their head.
So the tryouts have been for those who have the best dance move to impersonation dancing. Is that what they call that? Where you act like you're somewhere doing something?
I don't know. I don't know. Impressionism. I don't know what you're talking about though. I'm very excited for this though. I'm gonna put it on my calendar. April 1st. Watch them not go to the moon. Can't wait.
I hope they have their sauce in their pockets ready to go.
Yeah.
Because that's what they need to bring with them.
Sponsored by Baja Blast.
It definitely will survive
Gonna Baja
an
Blast you
intergalactic
to the moon.
travel. Hey, some shifting going on with a couple of companies. Adobe made an announcement yesterday, a pretty big company. I don't know if you use any of their technology or not. They made a pretty big announcement. And there's a new sport. We'll talk about it in the adult hour for sure. It's definitely for the fellas.
We'll be right back with more Good Morning LKN and zero judgment about your dirty dishes. Spotless cleaning gets it. WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, our sunshine is back, but it's a cooler day of weather around Lake Norman. We're into the low and mid 60s for the afternoon. Chilly 40s overnight, and then we're back in the 70s Saturday and low 70s Sunday, but a chance for evening showers finishes out the weekend. That's your forecast from the Surf Pickleball and Kitchen. I'm WSIC meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here's your WSIC community calendar.
Start your engines in Huntersville at the Huntersville Spring Car and Truck Show, happening Saturday, March 14th from 9 a.m. to noon at Veterans Park. Car, truck, and motorcycle owners are invited to show off their rides, connect with fellow enthusiasts, and compete for awards. Or just come enjoy the vehicles, food, and car lover atmosphere. Registration is free, but space is limited. For details and sign-up information, visit huntersville.org/events.
Then keep the fun going that same day. Luck of the Village, the St. Patrick's Day celebration, takes place March 14th from 4:30 to 7:30 p.m. at Birkdale Village in Huntersville. Enjoy live bagpipes from the Loch Norman Pipe Band, Irish dance performances, and high-energy music from the Hitmen Party Band. Plus, plenty of family-friendly fun and festive vibes. It's free to attend and perfect for all ages. Learn more at birkdalevillage.com.
Or head over to downtown Mooresville for another St. Patrick's Day celebration. Shamrocks and Shenanigans, this Saturday from 3 to 8 p.m. along North Main Street in downtown Mooresville. The festival features live music from Pluto for Planet, Irish dancers, the Mooresville Fire Rescue Pipes and Drums, food trucks, and festive beverages along Broad and Main Streets. There's also a bar crawl option with advance tickets including 9 tasting stops and St. Patrick's Day swag. Find tickets and event details online at downtownmooresville.com.
Merlefest 2026, presented by Window World, returns April 23rd through 26th to Wilkesboro, North Carolina. Hear Allison Krause in Union Station, featuring Jerry Douglas, Old Crow Medicine Show, Charles Wesley Godwin, Blackberry Smoke, and more. For tickets, visit merlefest.org.
You don't need luck to find local events around Lake Norman. You just need Live, Work, Play, LKN.com.
That's Live, Work, Play, LKN.com.
Good morning, LKN is back with more shenanigans and spotless cleaning support because this show's messier than your kitchen. WSIC, local, starts here.
Good morning, LKN. 7:48. Happy FriYAY to you. Wow. You know, Fridays and the weekends, you start seeing the little signs pop up like they're in the grass, like at the front of the neighborhood. Sometimes they have like balloons on them and they say these words on it. Open house.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what they say, the open house. And so I'm pretty sure that means you just walk in and you get a free house.
Oh, that's what we used to do as kids for like free entertainment. Just go to open houses. I don't think that's the way you're supposed to do it, though. Jeff Sny's here with us.
Jeff Sny, Blue Oak Realty Group, joins us this morning. BlueOakRealtyGroup.com. Good morning, Jeff. How are you?
Good morning.
Thanks for being here. Is that what that means when you see the sign that says open house? That means free house in the neighborhood?
There were usually cookies or something in there when we'd go through.
And the deed right on the island where you can
Just sign it,
just
yeah.
serve. Just sign
Just
it off.
sign there, sign it, and take it home with you.
Yeah, and I mean, if a kid wandered in on their own nowadays, I would feel weird giving them a cookie. I would be inclined to give them. It's fine. You can have one of the cookies. But
Hey, where's
I
your
don't know.
parents at?
No, we would just go as ride our bikes around the neighborhood, be like, open house, they got cookies and juice there. Let's go.
That's awesome.
It was the 80s, Jeff. It was a different time.
Now, open house has been
was.
going on a long time, Jeff.
Yeah.
They've been going a long time. Are they still effective for sellers when their home is listed to have an open house in this kind of market?
I'd say this is controversial. I'm on the side of not really.
No?
But I've always found it to be found them to be a little more self-serving than for the sellers themselves. At the same time, there's a little bit of a shift happening right now where it seems like people want to see it in that fashion before they do an official showing, before they get in touch with their agent and say, all right, well, now we like this one, would like to see it. So
you're talking about buyers can be sneaky, go on around and look at a bunch of houses. Maybe I want to get official with this, and I don't know if I'm ready to date yet, but I kind of want to go look at you.
Yeah, it's one of those. They're not besotted about the house yet.
Ah, gotcha.
You know what I mean? So,
Yep.
now it's one of those. I don't love them, but I have started to do them again. Because of that, and so that's fine. But I've never, right or wrong, I've never treated it as the opportunity to, look, I'm going to get all these buyer clients.
That's a great game to play in real estate. Are you right or are you wrong? It's Friday the 13th, so I imagine given the couple of years you've been doing this, I won't say the number to protect ages, but given the number of years, number of transactions, number of people you've come across, instead of it being Halloween, today's, it's March 13th. You got any horror stories from,
for Friday the 13th?
Yeah.
Friday the 13th, yeah.
Yeah, we could do that. Let's see. Very first year in the business, I ended up showing this person 51 homes for a rental.
For a rental.
Oh yeah. I'm just hustling, just
Now
trying
we're
to do it.
talking, yeah.
But so one of the houses we go to, We are all the way through the first floor. We have been outside in the backyard. We are back in and about to go upstairs. It kind of seemed like someone was there. I had said hello a little bit, this and that, nothing. And we were just convinced someone was there. So before we went upstairs, yelled up one more time, and someone in a groggy voice goes, hello. Now, they should have, I mean, they could have responded by like racking a 12 gauge or something. I mean, there is no, we were in their house 10 minutes and they were sleeping.
Sleeping?
It turns out that was a tenant, and the landlord never told the tenant that we were going to be there. They were up until like 3:30 in the morning packing because they were moving out. I could not have been more apologetic. He comes down. I'm like, can I go get you a coffee? Can I do, you know, it was.
See, I don't do scary. So you pop out from around a corner, you start saying, hello, no, we're not buying this one. This is a no.
Yeah,
no, this
that's
is
it.
a hard no.
Hard.
No.
I'm not. Well, it was a rental too. 51 properties. I thought that was the horror story. 51 properties
It
for a
should have
rental.
been. It really should have been.
My goodness.
That taught me a lesson.
Yeah.
I haven't done that since. So, but yeah, now when I enter a home, I'm obnoxious, basically, because
super loud.
Yeah.
I'm in the home.
Yes, yeah, ringing the doorbell, lots of knocking and yelling. I had and you'll know the problem with this. I had a listing go under contract. We are 2 days before closing. Everybody, including his lender, thought that he was divorced because that's how he presented it. He had been separated for over a year.
Love that.
But never got divorced. And all of a sudden, they figured it out. And
you got to work on it.
You got.
Now, what's the problem there? Yeah, what's the legal issue there?
The wife, the still wife.
Yeah, because they're still married. They're legally separated.
Gets ownership in that house if he closes on it.
Oh.
By right in North Carolina, spouses have a spousal interest in your property. So you have to sign away that right if you're going to be
selling the house.
But if you're buying and you're getting a loan, lenders want to make sure that nobody else has it too. So it kind of can work both ways, depending on the scenario. And when that pops up at the end of any transaction, whether the buy side or the seller side, everyone usually like loses their breath, pauses, and then calls the attorney. And then somebody's got to clean something up.
That was bad at the end.
And everyone says, "Why didn't anybody know?"
Yeah.
You know, you say, "Who asked him?" You know, it's like,
he went with, because in North Carolina, I think you have to be
separated for a full year.
Yeah. Well, he was, and so to him,
he was just like, now I'm divorced.
Yes.
The others are fun when you get people that aren't legally married and say we're married in the eyes of God. That's also a fun one.
That's a fun one too.
That's a good one too.
Yeah.
You know?
So she ended up refusing to sign. There's a specific agreement that just releases her portion.
Mm-hmm.
Then he offered to pay her like 10 grand. She said yes, then said no. And so that deal fell apart. The silver lining to that,
which there always is,
we had lost momentum on that transaction. And so we were still available. They fast-tracked it, and he came back interested. So we made a reverse offer to him where we wrote all the terms and said, we'll work with you if you'll just sign this as is. And he did, and he's still in the house today, and he's been there like 8 years or whatever. But that was
another lesson learned there, I'm sure. Yeah.
There's all these intricacies, all these different roads. And I guess so that's what it starts with is how do you assess the individual person's needs, right? Like how does that start with Blue Oak? How do you guys do that compared to other brokers?
Really, you have to help people break down when you're talking about needs. Is it really a need or is it a want? And then if it is a need, you almost have to go a layer deeper. And why? Because some people say, oh, I need a fourth bedroom. And you're kind of counting in your head, or whatever, or it's just 2 adults or whatever. Okay, why? And it turns out they really only need a home office. So if we can find a great home that's 3 bedrooms, has a dedicated office, we're golden. Or someone likes to, craft.
Mahjong.
Yeah. You need a specific room for that.
Yes, mahjong room. Yes, you do.
Room.
That is a need, Jeff. Don't say that's a want. That's a need.
Okay. and it's things like that. And that's how you gauge it, right? You have people, it's calmed down a little bit, but I need to have a bathtub. Need to have a bathtub. Need, right?
And got somewhere to soak my toes.
And depending on the kind of relationship we have, I can just seriously, when's the last time you took a bath? And it usually comes out, no, it collects dust. Well, why are we so focused on this? But I did that one time.
It works great, though, as an extra laundry hamper if you need that, too.
Yes.
Also, the exercise of getting in and out is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Correct. Those 90s garden tubs require a certain athleticism.
You do.
Yeah. And then it comes fine. I said that one time, and he goes, I take one every night.
Yeah.
And I was like, so it's a need. You gotta break it down. You gotta dive into it and see what's what. But
the other need for most buyers is financing. Interest rates, what's going on in the market, how's everybody feeling? Any changes since last we chatted?
There was a little thing that's recently popped off here internationally. I don't know if you guys saw.
Heard a lot about the Strait of Hormuz.
Yes. Gas prices and all that stuff.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. So, that goes back to point that I've had to drive home so many times about, you cannot time the market anymore because the market changes on a tweet. And cost of oil has changed, multiple dollars a barrel on this tweet, and you see the direct correlation hours later, it reverses back because of a different tweet. You can't do things like that. So as far as rates, I really thought they would pop up more than what they did. We were sitting right at about 6, and we've been hovering only maybe an eighth of a point above that since that all broke out. So I think for now, those are holding steady with just the slightest of increase, and everybody's got their eyes on inflation. And we don't know what's going to happen. Whether
trying to time the market is tough. You can't do that. Do you find that there's opportunities if you need to buy, need to sell, want to buy, want to sell? Are there opportunities in the marketplace for you?
Absolutely. We, I always look for 3 weekends in a row, to declare the spring market. 3 weekends in a row of notable increase in new listings on whatever the prime listing day is. And in our case, in our area, for the last couple of years, Friday's always the day. And
that's today.
Yep. So we've definitely had that. We've had 4 in a row. I did not log in this morning. It's probably 5 based on what I was seeing coming up yesterday. So, we're there. It started.
We're in the spring market.
Yep. So
it's not even spring yet.
Correct. Which, that's common for us. So that's how we do it. We needed the long sleeves today, but man, it's spring market.
It is. And if you need a real estate professional to help you navigate the journey, whether you're buying, whether you're selling, maybe you're investing, whatever the option is, whatever your current need is, talk with Jeff and his team at Blue Oak Realty Group here on the south side of the lake. BlueOakRealtyGroup.com. Been in Huntersville quite a while, knows the landscape very well, understands culturally what's going on here, finding all the different ways, different neighborhoods, assessing your needs first, and then helping you find the dream home. Thanks, Jeff. We appreciate
Absolutely. Thank you.
We'll be right back with more Good Morning LKN and zero judgment about your dirty dishes. Spotless cleaning gets it. WSIC. Local starts here.
WSIC 105.9 FM, 100.7 FM, 1400 AM, Statesville, Lake Norman's home for local talk radio. WSIC. Local starts here.
Mission continues in Iraq. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. For 2 service members still missing after a mid-air military plane collision.
Central Command says 4 out of the 6 crew members aboard a U.S. Air Force KC-135 refueling plane were killed following a mid-air collision in western Iraq. It also involved another KC-135. The other one managed to land in Israel. And the matter remains under investigation, although Central Command says the aircraft crashed not due to hostile fire or friendly fire.
Fox's Lucas Tomlinson's in Dubai.
Here in the Persian Gulf, nearby in the Strait of Hormuz, it's been effectively shut by Iranian forces, say no tankers can go by.
As one keeps up the attacks on Gulf countries like Saudi Arabia that house U.S. bases, President Trump posted early this morning on Truth Social, watch what happens to these deranged scumbags today. As we expect an update any minute now on Operation Epic Fury from the War Secretary, the president tells Fox's Brian Kilmeade.
We've already damaged them so badly it would take years for them to ever rebuild. and we're going to be hitting him very hard over the next week.
That interview will air on the Brian Kilmeade radio show at 10 a.m. Eastern. The price of oil is down today as the Trump administration temporarily lifts sanctions on Russian oil currently stranded at sea, allowing countries to buy it. We're learning more about the now dead attacker at a synagogue near Detroit, Michigan. It was a naturalized U.S. citizen from Lebanon who'd recently had family members killed by Israeli airstrikes in the Iran conflict.
The attacker had a rifle and some sort of explosive device that ended up setting the truck on fire inside of the building. But before the suspect was able to do any more damage, on-site security guards shot him. Officials say one of those security guards was hit by the truck, knocked unconscious, but is expected to be okay.
Fox's Madison Scarpino outside the synagogue. In Virginia, ROTC students hailed as heroes for stopping a shooting spree at Old Dominion University, subduing and killing the convicted ISIS terrorist supporter who had killed an instructor and wounded 2 others. America's listening to Fox News.
LifeLock, how can I help?
The IRS said I filed my return, but I haven't.
1 in 4 tax-paying Americans has paid the price of identity fraud.
What do I do?
My refund, though.
I'm freaking out.
Don't worry, I can fix this.
LifeLock fixes identity theft guaranteed and gets your money back with up to $3 million in coverage.
I'm so relieved.
No problem. I'll be with you every step of the way.
1 in 4 was a fraud-paying American. Not anymore. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Did you know GoodRx can help you save on medication, manage prescriptions, and get trusted health information? If you're one of the millions living with a heart condition, check GoodRx for an easier, more affordable way to manage your health. GoodRx offers common heart medications for under $30. Just search for your prescription, find the best price, then show your pharmacist the GoodRx coupon. And it works whether you have insurance or not. To start saving and better manage your heart health, download the free app or visit GoodRx.com today. GoodRx is not insurance but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
As Operation Epic Fury continues a 14th day targeting Iran, Senate Democrats want to take action to prevent President Trump from going after Cuba next, though they have failed in prior attempts to limit the president in Venezuela and Iran.
Cuba's at the end of the line. They're very much at the end of the line.
President Trump saying he's looking forward to great change in Cuba at a Western Hemisphere summit last Saturday. A war powers resolution meant to give Congress a say before any military action in Cuba. It's been filed by Senate Democrats Ruben Gallego, Tim Kaine, and Adam Schiff. Only Congress has the power to declare war under the Constitution. But he, President Trump, operates with the belief that the U.S. military is a palace guard, ordering military action in the Caribbean, Venezuela, and Iran without Congress's authorization or any explanation for his actions to the American people. Chris Foster, Fox News.
Also at the Senate, another attempt to fund Homeland Security fails after the Republican and Democratic leaders sparred on the Senate floor.
Republicans are in obeisance to Donald Trump's insistence on having these marauding forces of ICE go through our cities.
Chuck Schumer's demanding immigration enforcement reforms at ICE and also Border Patrol. John Thune replied,
a continuing resolution would fund all the agencies to which you just alluded and allow us more time to negotiate.
But the vote failed, so most of Homeland Security remains unfunded. A 28th day, and essential workers have to keep working without pay. That includes TSA agents. DeAndre White is one of them at Washington's Reagan National Airport and tells Fox.
I decided to show up, of course. It's challenging for everyone. With the support of my family, I'm able to, fortunately, attend my regular hours.
Now, other agents have not been able to do that and have not shown up, leading to hours-long security lines at some airports. On Wall Street, stock futures are rising up almost 200 points for the Dow, which in yesterday's sell-off plunged more than 700 points. I'm Dave Anthony, and this is Fox News.
Well, our sunshine is back, but it's a cooler day of weather around Lake Norman. We're into the low and mid-60s for the afternoon. Chilly 40s overnight, and then we're back in the 70s Saturday and low 70s Sunday, but a chance for evening showers finishes out the weekend. That's your forecast from the Surf Pickleball and Kitchen. I'm WSIC meteorologist Chase Myers.
Spotless cleaning. How can we make your day spotless? Yes, we make not just toilets spotless, but also counters, cabinets, and kitchens. We make your whole house, your whole day spotless. My grandparents taught me the details, not the things, make your home and your life luxurious. Yes, they raised me in Brazil. And that's why we will never charge you extra for baseboards. Let me help you be a diva a few hours a week. Spotless Cleaning and C.com.
Good Morning LKN is back with more shenanigans and spotless cleaning support because this show's messier than your kitchen. WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning, LKN 8:06. Happy FriYAY. We're excited because next Friday we're back at the Serve.
We are.
Pickleball and Kitchen,
Yes.
located in Cornelius. If you haven't been by there yet, nothing short of stunning. You walk in the door, you see the beautiful restaurant, and then you come to find out that Jack stole a phenomenal chef and brought him in, and it is absolutely delicious food there.
good.
I think I might want to have a smash burger today or something. I don't know. I might
Okay.
I might
All
I
right.
might want to. I
Pop
don't know.
by
We'll
the
see.
Serve.
Pop by, bring the fam by, do something. I think
Good.
they're off from school today too, so it's like a
Oh,
whole thing.
nice.
Yeah, it's like a whole thing today. So we'll see what's going on there next week. They have an upcoming nonprofit pickleball tournament to support 3 nonprofits in the local area. We will have those 3 nonprofits on the show with us this morning, along with some of the team from the Serve, because the service is nothing short of phenomenal as
Right.
well. That's part of the name. Yes, it's the Serve. They're serving pickleballs, but they're also serving food. They're serving the community. Jack and Robin Salzman really believing in that, having had multiple business here for so many years, truly love the community and wanted to create a space where they felt like the community could have a variety of things. Because pickleball is super popular, right? Especially with as more people continue to play it. And it's a sport that's, a little bit physically enables a lot more people, multi-generation, which is great. But you've also got the indoor bays. We're going to be hanging out inside one of those indoor bays.
That's right.
Mamie's pretty much going to be doing the show herself, is what we've figured out at this point.
Yeah.
And-
Just be listening to me next Friday, just talking about whatever, not going to the moon, probably what I'll be talking about. So, or whatever else pops into my brain.
And then there's the meeting space there as well. There's the event space that if you are looking for an event to have, or maybe you want to look at the calendar of events they have because they have so many coming through now at this point. Great opportunity to go into the community.
Yeah, and this is you guys are listening
then we
right
have
now.
another one.
Yeah, you guys listening now are finding out first. Congratulations. We
Yeah.
have an event coming up at the Serve other than we'll be there Friday.
That's right.
We'll be back there again on Tuesday, March 31st for a Mahjong night. Again, we're going to do it again. Ladies only. Sorry, guys. And this is a beginner's class. So if you are a Mahjong pro, we're going to ask you to stay home, or you can come and hang out and learn more too. You're welcome to come. But this is for beginners. We had a great time last time. We had beginners, we had intermediate, we had advanced, but we had a lot of people who wanted to learn more.
The advanced people had matching T-shirts.
Oh yeah,
It got real.
They were ready to go. They're ready to go. You can still bring your matching T-shirts, but this is a class for beginners. Same teachers last time. Estate House is going to be our teacher, so looking forward to that. And it's going to be at the Serve Tuesday, March 31st. 6:30 p.m.
So what's the best way people can get the ticket link for that? Is it going to be
LateNorwoman.com.
Okay.
It was in the newsletter yesterday.
Boom, boom.
Live, Work, Play newsletter yesterday. LateNorwoman.com. It'll be in the Late Norwoman newsletter that goes out Tuesday this next week. And you can go right now to LateNorwoman.com, or you can head over to our Facebook page for more details. Head over to the events tab on our website, and it says Beginner Mahjong Night. Click on that. We got lots of things going on the website. We announced Late Norwoman Woman of the Year. We still have a handful of tickets for the wellness retreat. We will be selling out probably by early next week. We'll be sold out. That event is on April 14th. So make sure that you are getting your tickets for that event too.
Yeah, before I force Mamie to raise the price on them for sure. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, definitely.
Big weekend.
Oh, and tickets for Mahjong too. Yeah, low price, $55 gets you Mahjong lessons, food. We'll have drinks there if you want. We'll have tickets for beer and wine, raffles like we just had last time.
It's a fun time too.
Really good. And tickets for that, like I just posted it to the website yesterday, and we've already sold tickets to that. Like no announcement has
And when
been
you
out.
go to an event like that, during the event makes a difference, and that's something we continually strive for, is having the best in-event experiences. And we're so glad to be partnering with the Surf, because the service, the hospitality service
So
that they
good.
provide is virtually unmatched. So we're really, really grateful for Robin and Jack Salzman, and looking forward to seeing you next week at the Surf, because if you come by during our broadcast on Friday, you can register to win 2 free hours of pickleball, whether indoor or outdoor, or 2 hours in the swing suite, which is phenomenal. That's a great time. You can have up to 8 people in there and eat the food inside of the swing bays as well.
It's great. You get a server, whether you're playing pickleball or if you're in the swing base, you get a server dedicated to you. So you don't even have to leave to go to the bar to get a drink. They come in, they bring it to you. It really is that VIP service. And it's like a club. It's like a social club that you don't have to pay to join. You just show up and hang out. So
That's
it's
right.
really cool.
You do have to pay to go to the Charlotte FC match this weekend. They're taking on Inter Miami. So it's a big match right here. We're talking Messi. Messi's coming to Charlotte.
Oh, big game.
You got going on at Bank of America Stadium. I believe it's tomorrow.
Yes,
it's going down tomorrow. Game time
7:30.
7:30. So it's an evening game tomorrow night at Bank of America Stadium, Miami, Inter Miami. So expect downtown to be packed. Expect there to be quite the festivities, and looking for a great match out of the squad. Because this is early enough in the season, but Miami, who won last season, tale of the tape, if you would.
Yeah.
It'll tell us what we're looking at for the rest of the year.
I got a new hat. Did you see? This
Yeah,
is
I see it.
Charlotte
It's
FC
blended.
hat.
I like it.
I like it
It's
too.
real nice.
I like it a lot.
And this is the first of 4 stretch of home games, I believe, as well for Charlotte.
So yeah,
FC.
5 games in a row, including last week. So yes, the next 4 games are at home. So that's a good time to go, and it's a great evening event if you haven't been to a game before. But it's also a great time to listen on the radio. And so if you're popping around town, you can just turn it on. You're not going to miss anything if you're going to pick up snacks, or if you're just out and about, or as the weather gets nicer, you're going to be out and want to be by the lake or hanging out with the kids, and you can always turn the game on and keep up with everything that's going on.
That's right. WSIC carries Charlotte FC as well in Espanol.
That's right, and you do not have to speak Spanish to understand what's going on with the game.
Go!
Oh, sounds just like that.
That was actually light. That could have gone.
You could have gone for about 10 more minutes.
A lot
yeah,
more in me right there. Y'all are lucky.
That was good though.
You're lucky this morning.
It's a fun listen. It's a good time.
The other thing you might hear, giggity, 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 let's go racing. Because that's happening on Sunday, NASCAR.
This weekend as well.
We're in Las Vegas. Las Vegas Motor Speedway. I think Las Vegas is owned by the same group that owns Charlotte.
Oh.
Speedway Motorsports. I think they own Las Vegas as well. This is a big track, though. This is 1.5 mile oval.
Super Speedway is what
Super
they call
Speedway, a.k.a. super fast, which means I like my Fords out there is what I like on these
So you're
things.
following the Fords.
Well, I got drivers that are Fords.
Okay. I'm still not sure who I'm following. I've moved on to 102. I got to pick a team.
You going to hop on to Tyler Reddick? What you going to do?
I don't know. I feel like that's bandwagoning, but maybe I will.
Don't let anybody tell you it's bandwagon or not. Go with your gut.
Okay, I'll go with my gut.
We talked with Zane Smith this week.
We did talk with Zane Smith.
I like Zane.
I impressed him with my questions. I impressed you guys that I knew anything.
Super impressed.
So
Better
it was
than
really
me.
fun. It was really fun. It was a good time.
Vegas.
Also, somebody told me that asking who his best friend was not a bad question to ask.
Thank
That was
you.
a great question to ask.
Well, you're
Yes.
spotter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. They said that was a great question to ask. So don't feel bad about
The
that.
number of times had my spotter, Billiam, not pointed something out to me,
I know.
this thing would have crashed and burned a long time ago.
Yeah, and I could just feel his.
And if we didn't
gaze.
have the backup spotters everywhere, this thing would have crashed yesterday.
Exactly.
So you never know. It takes a team. It's a team sport. Just like here. And life.
And NASCAR.
All of it. Also, life's messy. Doesn't have to be, though.
No, it
Andre
doesn't.
and her team, they've made it easy for you to live like a diva. It's as simple as going to spotlesscleaningnc.com. That's the website you go to. There you can get the free quote. Because Andrea and she's learned from, her family really how the quality that they want done. So her trained technicians, baseboards are included. I don't know if that matters to you or not.
It matters.
In the equation.
It matters.
But it's included.
Mm-hmm.
Spotlesscleaningnc.com.
Top of the morning, LKN. Don't wander far now. We'll be right back with more Good Morning LKN presented by Spotless Cleaning on WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, our sunshine is back, but it's a cooler day of weather around Lake Norman. We're into the low and mid-60s for the afternoon. Chilly 40s overnight, and then we're back in the 70s Saturday and low 70s Sunday, but a chance for evening showers finishes out the weekend. That's your forecast from the Surf, Pickleball, and Kitchen. I'm WSIC meteorologist Chase Myers.
Need a ride? ICATS has you covered. Tuesdays to the VA in Salisbury, Thursday to Winston-Salem, and Fridays to Hickory. Plus, run errands every day around Iredell County for just $1. Visit rideicats.com.
Here's your WSIC community calendar.
Start your engines in Huntersville at the Huntersville Spring Car and Truck Show, happening Saturday, March 14th from 9 a.m. to noon at Veterans Park. Car, truck, and motorcycle owners are invited to show off their rides, connect with fellow enthusiasts, and compete for awards. Or just come enjoy the vehicles, food, and car lover atmosphere. Registration is free, but space is limited. For details and sign-up information, visit huntersville.org/events.
Then keep the fun going that same day. Luck of the Village, the St. Patrick's Day celebration, takes place March 14th from 4:30 to 7:30 p.m. at Birkdale Village in Huntersville. Enjoy live bagpipes from the Loch Norman Pipe Band, Irish dance performances, and high-energy music from the Hitmen Party Band. Plus, plenty of family-friendly fun and festive vibes. It's free to attend and perfect for all ages. Learn more at birkdalevillage.com.
Or head over to downtown Mooresville for another St. Patrick's Day celebration, Shamrocks and Shenanigans, this Saturday from 3 to 8 p.m. along North Main Street in downtown Mooresville. The festival features live music from Pluto for Planet, Irish dancers, the Mooresville Fire Rescue Pipes and Drums, food trucks, and festive beverages along Broad and Main Streets. There's also a bar crawl option, with advanced tickets including 9 tasting stops and St. Patrick's Day swag. Find tickets and event details online at downtownmooresville.com.
MerleFest 2026, presented by Window World, returns April 23rd through 26th to Wilkesboro, North Carolina. Hear Allison Krause at Union Station, featuring Jerry Douglas, Old Crow Medicine Show, Charles Wesley Godwin, Blackberry Smoke, and more. For tickets, visit merlefest.org.
You don't need luck to find local events around Lake Norman. You just need liveworkplaylkn.com.
That's liveworkplaylkn.com.
Good morning, LKN is back with more shenanigans and spotless cleaning support, because this show's messier than your kitchen. WSIC, local, starts here.
Good morning, okay, at 8:18. Happy FriYAY.
Friday the 13th.
You know, it was all thrown off, you know, in the very first bit of the show, because I don't know if we all did this or not.
We did. It was real quick, and I think we were already live when we did it. But yeah, everybody who's listening, sometimes you guys might catch it on the live stream when we're late. But yeah, I don't know when it was.
We do a Captain Planet thing.
Was it the first show that we did that on, or I don't
so.
know when we incorporated the fist bump? But
I think it was the
now
first.
it's like you have to do it, and like Bill says, I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious.
Yeah. Speaking of, like, as we get closer to 9 o'clock, I usually get a little superstitious on who's going to actually make it in and who's going to need a note. ICATS.com, alternative transportation. $3 each day, each way to commute from Iredell County down to the city of Charlotte. Cruising in the HOV lane with David. Good morning, sir. How are things looking?
Hey, guys. Things are pretty congested right now. We are just here half a mile from Sanford Road. What we did notice coming out of Charlotte, mile marker 11, there's just debris in the road kind of scattered for about a quarter of a mile. People are dodging it left and right, so come around mile marker number 11, be careful in that area. Otherwise, Brookshire looked pretty good. Easy access, transition from lane to lane. Downtown Charlotte was pretty light this morning. Everything else looks pretty good, but we are hitting the hot spots up here near Sanford Road in Huntersville where traffic is starting to back up.
Now that
pretty
debris,
good Friday so far.
David, are we talking about a couch or are we talking about a manila envelope?
Probably what maybe used to be a couch, I guess.
Used to be a couch, okay.
I guess you can really call it a sectional now because it's pieces everywhere.
It's in sections, yes.
But yeah, it's whatever it was, it is scattered along the way. So you might have to put on your NASCAR hat, track whatever you do to navigate through a road course. But maybe.
That's right. And patient pants.
It's not so much an oval today as a road course. Yes. You guys be careful out there.
That's correct.
David, we so appreciate it.
It's in the turn. Yeah.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Appreciate y'all guys.
Yes. Have a great weekend, sir.
Y'all as well. Take care. God bless.
All right. See ya. RunICATS.com. $1 from your front door each day to run errands around Iredell County. $1 on Tuesday. You can go to the VA in Salisbury on Tuesday for only $1 from your front door in Iredell County. Get driven back after your appointment at the VA on Tuesdays to your front door in Iredell County. Only $1. Thursday, if you want to go to Winston-Salem, you can get some of that chicken, and then you can come on back to your front door in Iredell County. Friday, if you want to go to Hickory, you can do that as well. Only $1 from your front door in Iredell County, and only $1 to get back. Each of those options available for you each week, in addition to just running errands around Iredell County for $1 each and every day. You've just got to schedule it. RunICATS.com. Game scheduled this weekend. We went through that. Companies scheduling their release of information and reports and all this kind of things. Adobe announced theirs. They were up on their, I guess, revenue for the quarter. They were up higher, like $6.4 billion compared to their projected $6.38 or something like that, right?
Is Adobe just like the suite of products that you use, on your computer and for filing and all that kind of stuff, or is there more to that?
I mean, Adobe does a lot. I would imagine at some point Adobe probably had like government contracts, if I had to guess, and things like that. And so I imagine a lot of the space is shifting right now. The CEO of Adobe, after 18 years, Shantanu Narayan, stepped down as CEO of Adobe. And after hours, the stock was down at least 7%. I don't know what it's at today. Or what it'll be at. And it may rebound, it may do all that, but people panicking, right? The panic button definitely gets hit in those moments. But interesting, because that's a major player in the space.
Yes.
So obviously showing signals, okay, been here 18 years, but the game's not the same anymore. There's been a lot of these announcements about AI agents and all this other kinds of automation as much as possible. A lot of that.
I have to think that would be good for them, though, right? That would be a good thing to incorporate AI into their tools. Also, I just had like an Adobe widget pop up on my computer when I restarted it the other day, too. I don't know how to get rid of it. So, they're doing something out there.
Yeah, I think that the technology in the space is definitely going to continue, especially on the software side, is going to continue to see a major shift because with the tools that are coming, right, more and more you can create your own and do your own stuff. And people don't want to pay. They're looking at their expenses and they're saying, why am I paying $1,000 a month for Adobe Acrobat? Things like that. Yeah. That's what they're looking at and saying now at this point. And so you got to wonder. Or
even when you're looking at like Photoshop or Lightroom or those,
and
shout out to everybody who knows how to use those. That's great, but they are expensive. They're expensive products. And so as people are like, well, now I don't need that. I can use an AI tool to kind of create these graphics that I need anyway. I'm seeing them in a rush on social media right now. Businesses are using AI to like promote their products, their events and things like that. They're just creating an AI image versus creating a graphic. You're putting in a prompt, 3 or 4 prompts, and in 5 minutes you're getting the graphic for your event versus spending an hour.
That's right.
Crafting it on
big difference.
Yeah, big difference.
And Claude, one of the Anthropic Claude's products, has a couple of times announced some major things. So one of the big market movers when they knocked down the stock of Westlaw and LexisNexis, right, or in the parent companies of those, when they announced their legal tool. Well, Claude made an announcement yesterday. Anthropic made an announcement yesterday about designs and adding workflows and graphics now into things. So again, a lot of different players coming into this space. So we're going to continue to see in anywhere related to software is just going to continue to just be shook up.
Just get different.
Adobe's a big player, been around for a long time, obviously, and expect to see more shifts going on there. They got to bring in some new leadership that really wants to try to get it. NVIDIA made an update announcement to their roadmap. Now, remember, NVIDIA, their big thing has been making the chips, the GPUs that can handle AI and all that, the processing side. But now NVIDIA announced that they're planning to build, quote, the world's best open source models. And that definitely shifts things. So open source, aka free, meaning that anyone can use the tool at its core level and have the code of the tool to do with it what they want. And so that's a shift from the hardware side of chips and having to keep up with that space. And so at a time while on top with a boatload of cash, and that's probably how the best to describe what NVIDIA has.
Yes.
They are planning to now take the software side and basically say, don't try to ever make a software company again because it's all going to be open source.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens there in the long term, but certainly, again, continuing to see shifts in that market, and that's real dollars. I do want to keep you apprised of one of the sports that hit my timeline.
Oh, I can't wait to hear about this one.
Not that one. That one's not coming up till the end of the show.
Okay, good.
But pole vaulting.
When Vaughn joins us?
Yes, that's the appropriate time is when I thought that would be the right time.
Thank you. I'll just step out of the room for that one.
Pole vaulting is going on right now, and the individual who already had the 14 times the world record has now since set an additional world record for the 15th time in his career. His name is Mondo Duplantis.
Nice.
And I believe, is this the Swedish flag or Finland or Sweden?
I think that's Sweden. Yes, because it says,
Sweden.
His own meet in the Mondo Classic. Oh, he made his own match.
Oh, I guess he did because he was doing so well
in Uppsala, Sweden. So this is his own event that he put on.
Yeah, so Mondo does
Classic.
it again. Mondo made the Mondo event. So for the 15th time, he has set the new pole vault record, and we do have the video of it, of him getting this 15th time. I mean, nobody's competing with you if you're at the 15th time of doing
Well, nobody's
this.
competing with you if you're at the Mondo Classic either. So
I guess it's just him showcasing his own ability.
Me doing me.
I'm going to pole a few times. Is that what you call it? Do you call it polling?
Vaulting.
Oh, vaulting. Okay, yeah. All
Vaulting,
right, so let's check it out. Here it is for the 15th time in his career, breaking his own world record. Mondo. Woo! That's what 6.31 meters looks like, if you were wondering. And if you need to do the conversion on that, I think it's about 19 feet.
Is that right?
Well, I think it's like 3 feet to a meter, right?
I don't know.
I think that's right.
I'm going to look it up.
6.31. And he's hyped. Is that the whole event? He just did the one jump and then everybody went home at the Mondo Classic?
I like to think he did it, maybe there was some jugglers and things ahead of time.
Now, his original world record was 6.18 meters, and that was in February 2020.
You were very close on your math. Good job, pal. 20.70 feet.
Just a foot off.
Yeah, very close, though. That was good.
It's a game of inches.
Good mental math, though.
Not good enough. The video really does showcase his ability to get up high with a pole vault. I would be so afraid that I'm falling back. If you did that, that's always the one. Do I have enough momentum?
No, I would never have enough momentum.
I mean? And those poles bend.
Yeah, that's the point of them.
Yeah, they bend and they launch you.
It's something about physics, the launching part.
The arch.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention in physics, obviously. I just knew it was something about physics. I remember my teacher doing something like that.
Hey, did you move your dentist appointment?
Again? Yes, I did.
Well, you don't want to do that. You want to
try.
Called
me out on the radio. Yes,
try.
I moved it again.
That's okay.
I did reschedule, though. I didn't just cancel. So
you can
good.
tell everybody about the 5 appointments I missed this
I'm
week.
sorry.
You don't really want to move your dentist appointment. It's not just for the teeth cleaning, right? It's so you can have a professional check out your mouth, make sure to see what's going on, because it's important, right? Your gums, your tongue. I mean, cancer's real. There's so many different gingivitis. It goes beyond just having white teeth. It's important to know some professionals, see what's going on. There is an oral health screening event coming up, and we're excited to share that with you with the team from White, Haines, and Rodrigues Advanced Dentistry. And we'll be sharing that with you next.
Hold tight, laddie. More Good Morning LKN presented by Spotless Cleaning at the end of the rainbow. Only on WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, our sunshine is back, but it's a cooler day of weather around Lake Norman. We're into the low and mid-60s for the afternoon. Chilly 40s overnight, then we're back in the 70s Saturday and low 70s Sunday, but a chance for evening showers finishes out the weekend. That's your forecast from the Surf, Pickleball, and Kitchen. I'm WSIC meteorologist Chase Myers.
Bob McIntosh here with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davidson. Serving this community has been a collective passion of our law firm since 1997. We offer the quality legal services and results you would expect from a large downtown firm, but with a personal, community-focused approach right here at home. The McIntosh Law Firm, your local legal resource.
To learn more about the McIntosh Law Firm, visit McIntoshLawFirm.com.
Lowry Drug is a source for excellent pharmacy services. We have served the Statesville community since 1959. We have attentive customer service, a state-of-the-art compounding laboratory, and a Dispill medication packaging system that takes the work out of medication management for those using medication planners. We do it for you. Come see us at Lowry Drug in Statesville. Call 704-873-2247. Come see us.
Order up. The Serve Pickleball Plus Kitchen in Cornelius is where sport and food are paired perfectly with philanthropy. Come play, dine, celebrate, and connect. No membership required. All ages welcome. Eat, play, serve it forward. Visit theservepickleball.com.
It feels good to be needed, and Angels and Sparrows needs you. Our Full Play fundraiser is underway, and your gift brings hope home to Lake Norman. One meal, one child, one family, changed by your gift. Give today at angelsandsparrows.org. Hope starts with you.
A new show is making its way to WSIC. Tuesdays at 4, join host Patty Alvarez for The Good Soul, a show with in-depth chats with people from all walks of life. Want a sneak peek? Download the WSIC app now and stream The Good Soul podcast.
'Tis the season. Bloom large at Drum Landscape Supply, your one-stop shop for everything you need this spring. Don't waste time running from store to store. Flowers, trees, mulch, and more. They've got you covered. Plus, they deliver. Visit drumlandscapesupply.com today.
If you're a builder and you haven't went to Little Shaver's Wood Shop, you're missing all types of lumber products, hard to find woods and paneling materials that are in stock and ready to help you conquer anything the job throws your way. Locally owned, Little Shaver's Wood Shop has a friendly, knowledgeable staff to get you in, out, and on with your day. Little Shaver's Wood Shop, 3301 Salisbury Highway in Statesville. Little Shaver's Wood Shop, LILshavers.com.
Friendly reminder, don't brake when you see the lake.
WSIC, local starts here.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. The U.S. issuing a second authorization letting countries buy more Russian oil as part of a White House push to prevent crude prices from surging. Oil has soared since the Middle East conflict began, driving up the price at the pump. Stock futures are rebounding this morning after 3 days of declines. Economic uncertainty has spelled a tough few months for home builders, and it's far from over. Lennar's forecast for new orders fell short of Wall Street estimates. The lackluster housing market could persist for a while, with mortgage rates jumping this week to the highest in almost a year. Shares of Lennar lower in early trading. And Rivian's long-promised R2 midsize SUV will start at close to $58,000 when deliveries begin this spring. The model is critical to Rivian's bid to move beyond the upper end of the electric vehicle market and appeal to a broader number of car buyers. Late next year, Rivian plans to offer an entry-level R2, which will sell for less than $50,000. Courtney Donahoe, Bloomberg Radio.
The button pushing stops here.
WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning, LKN is back with more shenanigans and spotless cleaning support because this show's messier than your kitchen. WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning, LKN. 8:34. Happy FriYAY to you. There's a event coming up, and you don't have to have your teeth scraped and the zzz.
Oh. Justin knows that's like the scariest sound to me in the whole world. He does it to bother me.
I'm pretty good at it.
He's very good at
it. We've got Dr. Claire Rodrigues joining us this morning in studio, along with Melissa Vincent, oral cancer survivor.
Yes,
Great
sir.
to see you both. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. There is an event coming up that, I don't know if most people think about it in a day. I'll be honest with you. Melissa, would you mind sharing your story with us?
Of course, thank you. I'm an oral cancer survivor. My initial diagnosis came from a routine visit with my dentist, and I didn't know it was there. It was a small milky white lesion underneath my tongue, and that was back in December of 2019. By June of 2020, I was in surgery. I had a procedure called a glossectomy, which removed half of my native tongue. I had a tumor about the size of a nickel. And by the grace of God, I did not require any chemotherapy or radiation as part of my treatment, but I do have some pretty extensive scarring. A little flap of skin from my wrist was used to reconstruct my tongue. And then I had to have a skin graft to cover my wrist, and also a line of lymph nodes removed in something called a neck dissection. So I have decided to make my scars my storybook. And as a believer in Jesus, I want to bring folks to the Lord through this incredible story. And fortunately, Claire as well loves the Lord, and we've decided to be on mission for our Lake Norman community. We're offering this event on March 27th. We're calling it an oral health screening event, so that folks who may not have dental insurance or haven't been to the dentist in a while, might be curious about something going on in their mouth, can come in, get with Claire. She can take a look at them and make sure that they're healthy and taking good care of themselves.
So I've noticed a cavity in your back molar. By the way, have you met Jesus before? Is that
it can happen. It can happen that way.
That's it. So the oral cancer screening, right? Tell us what that is like, Dr. Rodrigues.
Yeah, of course. So typically we'll do these routinely when our patients come in, but really for this event, we're going to focus on looking at all the soft tissues of the mouth, even doing some extra oral feeling around the lymph nodes and the neck. And really inspecting the tight areas that you don't see every day when you're brushing your teeth, like the back of the throat or underneath of your tongue. But it's a very simple, easy exam. And one of the things that we have in our office, one of our technologies is a light that will actually show us basement membranes of the oral tissues. So you will see a lesion before it becomes something even bigger. And then early diagnosis is very, very key when it comes to oral cancer. It is, I mean, you can attest to this in terms of how invasive things can get.
Of course.
On such a small level. So if you catch them when they're in that small level or like their beginning stages, it's just very, very crucial. So,
and are there any risk factors that may predetermine you for oral cancer? Like, Melissa, was there anything that could have like clued you in before, or was it just the routine screening that kind of helped?
Well, the routine screening did help, but I'm also HPV positive. That can be a factor. Claire can speak into that. I also, unfortunately, smoked cigarettes in my 20s, and I was under an incredible amount of stress during that time. So I don't know which of those factors, if any, caused the cancer, but they're all true. So we want to let Claire kind of speak into maybe more of that.
Yeah, absolutely. So alcohol and smoking, they are just as equal as culprits as creating or leading to oral cancer. Believe it or not, people don't really associate alcohol with.
I thought it was sterile.
Yeah,
I thought it cleaned you out, right?
And so they're just as evil to those tissues of the delicate mouth. And so that's not something that people really call to mind right away. So alcohol drinkers, smokers, vapors, HPV, of course, is one factor. And then just honestly, we don't really know what goes into a lot of our food or drink. And so, again, delicate tissues of the mouth, they'll react just like any other organ in our body to all these unknown factors.
And so the oral health screening event coming up March 27th, 2026. That's just a couple of weeks away here.
Yes.
So what is the event exactly? Where is it going to be at, and what can people do when they come and they participate?
So it will be at my office, White and Haines Advanced Dentistry. We are by Grace Covenant Church in Cornelius. And they should expect our two smiling faces. Yeah, of course. A couple of my team members will be there helping out, and really we want to try to make it fun. We're going to do some raffles. We have a really great raffle for a NASCAR
VIP experience.
Oh,
yeah, it's going to be amazing.
it.
Our partners at NASCAR really came through.
For sure.
So, Dr. Claire, is this because yes, keeping your appointment to have the cleaning is good because you get the double benefit of being checked for cancer. So that seems like a win. We'll take that one. Is this the part of the point where you take the tongue and you say, "I'm going to move it this way"?
Well, you don't like that?
This way, and then you put a roof in your mouth.
With the gauze.
With the gauze in there. Is that part of the appointment where that happens?
So I will see you there doing exams with me because you already know.
You're an expert at it now, Justin.
By the way, I think I see Jesus back there. Do you know him? Okay.
So talk about like your faith and how that works with your practice too, Dr. Rodrigues.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel blessed every day to be where I am at in my job, and honestly for Jesus to bring you into like our paths we're crossing. But every day I wear a cross necklace. Every day I try to just say the word God in front of at least one patient. Because if you bring attention to God, Jesus, then I think that goes a very long way, even if somebody just hears that word. So I'll say
I trusted Claire immediately
God.
when I saw the cross on her neck. I'm like, oh, this is my girl. I lived in Indiana during my diagnosis in cancer, just moved here a couple of years ago, was in search of a new dentist, landed in her chair, bawling like a baby because of just the triggering effect of the cancer story and having to explain to somebody else what I'd been through.
Absolutely.
Knew immediately I was in the best care. Claire and I hit it off. We decided, hey, let's meet for coffee. Let's talk about how can we serve our Lake Norman community. Let's put on this free event, and we're really excited. We hope people will register. We've got a QR code at Simply Spoken Life on Instagram, and also if you check out Claire's webpage at doctorswhiteandhaines.com. There's a spot to register there as well.
Melissa, I imagine your journey too, you've probably met other people, right, that have stories, and you've seen things and simple things maybe of preventative and all that. Like, what's that been like for you in the post, like after the fact now, and this event being one thing of like helping people really with screenings, but when you just talk about having the conversation and bringing it to light, what's that been like for you?
Yes. Do you mean in terms of holding space with other oral cancer survivors or just folks in general?
Yeah.
It's incredibly humbling. I will tell you, I had a phenomenal surgeon back in Indianapolis, Dr. Michael Sim, who is a master at his craft. And you can tell, I hope, from the way I'm speaking, that I recovered beautifully. And
you speak very well.
Thank you.
Very, very well.
And a lot, my husband will assure you. So my road to recovery was pretty straightforward. I have a lot of scarring, of course, but I'm able to speak normally. A lot of the folks who I'm in community with in the oral cancer space, survivorship space, have been through it. One of my friends lost part of his jaw and teeth. Incredible scarring. It's amazing what they could do, that you could take a flap of skin from your wrist and turn it into a tongue. But other folks are enduring much more invasive surgeries, much more scarring. Some have trachs or stomas. Some can't speak anymore. And that's a spot where I really try to infuse friendship and faith. And I launched a ministry called Simply Spoken Life to be a resource for folks who are going through the same journey I went on without the scary statistics and survival rates that the internet already has covered. My space is more, hey, this is what healing and getting better looks like. And so I try to be a light and source of encouragement in that oral cancer healing space for other survivors as well.
Funny, not funny, probably when you're thinking possibly that you won't have the ability to speak anymore, you start reading a lot more. I mean, my gosh,
Right.
what was that like in those moments where you wondered, hey, am I ever going to be able to talk again?
I always had faith that I would. I always had faith that I would. I knew I was in great care and excellent care. I was very clear about the surgery before I went into it, and I knew I would be able to speak again. And so I think that's part of the light that I can infuse into this story of hope for folks who are maybe contending with a potential surgery or a life-altering, it affects your appearance, some of these oral cancer surgeries. And I just want to speak hope into those situations. But yeah, I'm very blessed. I have a great support system. My husband, Roger, is remarkable. We have a son, Ryan, who they just kept me going through the whole thing. Never had a doubt I'd be able to speak again.
March 27th, the oral health screening event. Come hang out with these ladies, get screened, and come hang out with Jesus.
Yes, sir. Amen.
Top of the morning, LKN. Don't wander far now. We'll be right back with more Good Morning LKN presented by Spotless Cleaning on WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, our sunshine is back, but it's a cooler day of weather around Lake Norman. We're into the low and mid-60s for the afternoon. Chilly 40s overnight, and then we're back in the 70s Saturday and low 70s Sunday, but a chance for evening showers finishes out the weekend. That's your forecast from the Surf Pickleball and Kitchen. I'm WSIC meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here's your WSIC community calendar.
Start your engines in Huntersville at the Huntersville Spring Car and Truck Show, happening Saturday, March 14th from 9 a.m. to noon at Veterans Park. Car, truck, and motorcycle owners are invited to show off their rides, connect with fellow enthusiasts, and compete for awards. Or just come enjoy the vehicles, food, and car lover atmosphere. Registration is free, but space is limited. For details and sign-up information, visit huntersville.org/events.
Then keep the fun going that same day. Luck of the Village, the St. Patrick's Day celebration, takes place March 14th from 4:30 to 7:30 p.m. at Birkdale Village in Huntersville. Enjoy live bagpipes from the Loch Norman Pipe Band, Irish dance performances, and high-energy music from the Hitmen Party Band. Plus, plenty of family-friendly fun and festive vibes. It's free to attend and perfect for all ages. Learn more at birkdalevillage.com.
Or head over to downtown Mooresville for another St. Patrick's Day celebration. Shamrocks and Shenanigans, this Saturday from 3 to 8 p.m. along North Main Street in downtown Mooresville. The festival features live music from Pluto for Planet, Irish dancers, the Mooresville Fire Rescue Pipes and Drums, food trucks, and festive beverages along Broad and Main Streets. There's also a bar crawl option with advanced tickets including 9 tasting stops and St. Patrick's Day swag. Find tickets and event details online at downtownmooresville.com.
MerleFest 2026, presented by Window World, returns April 23rd through 26th to Wilkesboro, North Carolina. Hear Allison Krause and Union Station featuring Jerry Douglas, Old Crow Medicine Show, Charles Wesley Godwin, Blackberry Smoke, and more. For tickets, visit merlefest.org.
You don't need luck to find local events around Lake Norman. You just need Live, Work, Play, LKN.com.
That's liveworkplaylkn.com.
High stakes and high speeds. The NASCAR Cup Series rolls into Las Vegas Motor Speedway for the Pennzoil 400, presented by Jiffy Lube, Sunday, March 15th. Coverage starts at 3 p.m. on Lake Norman's home for NASCAR. WSIC. Local starts here. Racing lives here.
Good morning, LKN is back with more shenanigans and spotless cleaning support because this show's messier than your kitchen. WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning, LKN. 8:48. Happy FriYAY to you. We're here. We made it, baby.
We made it.
Almost. About 12 more minutes, and then you can walk
12 more
into
minutes,
work.
and then it's the weekend for us.
And then it's the weekend.
We got a fun weekend coming up. Before, I know you got this story that you want to tell.
No, that's not even the one I'm going for.
Before you get there, we got a fun weekend coming up,
we'll
you guys.
end the day with it.
We have the car show happening.
Yes.
That's not the official name of it, but we've got the car and truck show.
The car and truck show.
The car and truck show happening at Veterans Park on Friday morning. I'm sorry, today's Friday. On Saturday morning, starting at 9 a.m.
Good morning, LKN.
9 a.m. to noon. We'll be there emceeing raffles every hour.
We have to be there at 8 a.m.?
We have to be there at 8, but it starts at 9. Yes.
Okay. Sorry, just confirming
for your
that. Sorry.
calendar.
Yeah,
we have to be there at 8. Yes. We could be there at 7 if we want, but I told him we'd be there at 8. I also double booked us, so apologies for that. HR Mamie messed up, but I'm very excited about it. It's going to be a good time. So we are going to be at Luck of the Village that afternoon at 4:30. We have to be there at 4, so but it starts at 4:30.
So appreciate that.
Yeah, just checking our calendars live here on the radio. But it starts at 4:30, and that's gonna be a really fun time. Our third year doing
Two great events, because if you're a car and truck enthusiast, you really want a space where you can just kind of go and hang out, and just it's gonna hopefully be nice outside too. Be able to walk around.
It's gonna
with
be
the
a great
fam.
weekend. Not too hot. It's not gonna be in the 80s again, guys. But if you happen to check the Live Work Play newsletter, you got your weekend weather. It's gonna be in the 70s tomorrow. Though. Not too bad. Not too bad at all.
That's what you want. You want to hear that because you want it nice out. So come out in the morning in Huntersville. Come to the car and truck show. See some classics, no doubt. Probably gonna see some exotics. Probably gonna see some great trucks. Might even see some funny vehicles. I'd like to see one of them little mini trucks. You know, maybe they got stuff going on. You know, I like mini trucks. We'll see what happens there, though. And then Luck of the Village going down at the Plaza in Birkdale.
Right, your favorite spot.
Great spot to hang out with the fam. It's a free event for the community. Maureen was in yesterday. If you missed the clip, you can get all the details about what's going on there. Rideshare programs, being safe with parking and driving, know your secret spots where you're going to park at, and know it's not across at the Rubbermaid. Don't ask. Just find a way to get there safe and plan for time. You just got to plan for the time if you're going to go there. And be a part of it, and it's going to be a great event. Hitmen Party Band will be there playing too for the
so
wrap
good.
it up. Great band.
Great.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, talk about a party band. I mean, they great energy, good time, and that's a great family friendly event. We're in St. Patrick's Day, can get a little rowdy sometimes. So it's a great one to bring the family out. They'll have, the mobile bars set up. All the restaurants will be open. Buttermilk Pie Shop is celebrating their 5th anniversary, so they'll have pies. Back to the Spring Car and Truck Show. Best in Show car, Best in Show truck, Best in Show post 1975.
We're picking the winners?
I don't think we're picking the winners.
That's good.
I'm sorry.
So the car owners can be relieved.
Best in Show pre-1975, Best in Show exotic luxury, Best in Show motorcycle. Because if I was picking the car, I'd be like, oh, that one's red. I like that one. That would be my only criteria.
Now you know what to do between
now
and
that one does not
tomorrow's
have
show.
French fries stuffed in the seat. I think it's a winner. Mine would not be the
This
winner.
one's a little cleaner.
This only has a little bit of food stuck to the steering wheel.
You need a place to park that car. It's a house or apartment or somewhere. Housing in general, we kind of need, as people. The Senate on Thursday, this was yesterday, in the federal, I'm talking about the federal Senate,
Okay.
passed a bill that's focused on housing affordability, they say. And so there's a couple of things that this bill would do. Now, it's got to go through the House still, and don't know how what potential that is. But here's kind of the big things. The bill would target housing affordability, giving local governments incentives to make it easier for companies to build single-family homes. So finding those ways, what do local municipalities care about? Maybe that's dollars for other projects, right? Like, hey, if you're going to put in this neighborhood, we need more turn signals, we need more turning lanes, we need more sidewalks, we want more appeal at the curb from trees and landscaping and all these. I don't know. I'm just throwing out examples of how this conversation is going to go when we're talking about the federal government incentivizing local municipalities to allow more projects. Well, the answer that you'd probably hear from Lake Norman is, we'll build our roads.
Right.
Fix our roads.
Yeah.
Fix our roads. So not surprising to see that's kind of, quid pro quo, we'll call it, whatever we want to say, for what the incentives will be that federal government designs to increase housing. That's one method. Here's the other method that the bill does too. Banning investors from buying single-family homes, which was spoken of by President Trump. He put the Truth Social post out calling on investors to not be able to purchase homes anymore, but home building groups and obviously some lawmakers are opposed to that portion of the bill. Now, it's got to go to the House first. It's got to go back and forth. It did pass the Senate as is 89-10 in its current fashion.
Yeah.
Now, maybe this is where you see politics come into play, right? Because a senator who is a statewide election, right, rather than a House member who's a small district within the state, a mass appeal to a state to say, hey, we're going to improve housing with this stuff. Much easier to vote yes on as compared then to a House member who's got a very small district in comparison.
Yeah, and different districts will have different ways that they want things to do. So
that's exactly right. And so we'll see if it actually makes it through anything. The ban on investors is the big one, and companies from buying single-family homes if they already own 350. So Crown Canyon said, yes, as a company you can, but we're going to cap your level of investment you can do in this space at 350. We'll say units for now. I don't know if that's homes or not. But that's where at least the conversation is. There will be back and forth because if the House changes it too, those changes have to go back to the Senate to vote as well. So maybe the Senate doesn't like the changes that the House puts forward as well. And so we'll see if anything actually happens. But again, trying to do something related to housing, I don't know what the answer is either, to be honest with you. But
do you think that companies should not be able to buy up single family homes because they're buying them to be rentals, or they're just buying them to flip them, or what's the reason that they're buying them?
To make money.
Well, to make money, but in what fashion? Just in all different kinds of ways.
All different kinds of ways.
But you don't like the idea of like BlackRock owning a bunch of single family homes?
I think that it should be easier for a person to buy a home than it should be a major company.
Agreed.
That's what I think. I think because it's real people living in these things, we should try to find ways to make it easier for people to have them. I also like ownership because if you go past any rental community that isn't, 55 plus, doesn't have major substantial dues in a high socioeconomic market, you take just two call it normal markets, you take a rental community and an ownership community, I think you see a little bit more pride in the ownership community.
There is some pride that comes with owning the home.
At least percentage-wise of units. Now, some people have pride that rent because they're just grateful for it, and I understand and I respect that, too.
There's some great renters out there, yeah.
Totally. I've had some. I love them. Keep the bad ones away. But at the end of the day, ownership is a unique factor in real estate that truly shows you the level of power and also forcibly creates the responsibility factor that you have to have.
I think ownership also creates, the way to move yourself forward economically too. You know, home ownership helps with that too. Had a conversation with Katie about that yesterday, owning versus renting. She's talking about, being a grown up and getting her first place and why would you do one or the other.
And while every financial expert tells you that your primary residence is a liability in the financial world, meaning it's not really an asset. It's not making you money. It costs you money to keep it and maintain it, live there and all that. So you can't consider it an asset. But it's a vehicle that for the vast majority of folks that own it and maybe don't have any other investments, it's a way to pass along wealth to the next generation. Yeah. And that's what's been done for a long time.
Yeah.
And the tax code is written for that as well, very specifically for the advantage of those who own real estate.
All right. We can't let the day in without your sport being on.
You want to talk about it?
Go for it.
Okay, so there's
I didn't even click the link. I just saw the URL and I'm not clicking it.
This is real.
This is real?
The Sperm Racing World Cup 2026. It's going down. $100,000 prize. So what is this?
Yes, what is this?
This is spermracing.com. Sperm racing is a science-based competitive sport. During the 2026 Sperm Racing World Cup, athletes compete by representing a country, advancing through qualifiers, matchups, and tournament rounds that are broadcast and shared publicly. This is not a lottery or a game of chance. Selection and advancement are based on eligibility, performance, availability, and competitive structure.
Okay.
And so the question is, who can apply? Well, you got to be 18 years old. You got to be free of STDs.
Okay.
You got to be able to provide biological samples in compliance with competitive regulations. You got to be available to appear in recorded content and competitive coverage. So the question is then, who cannot play?
Okay.
You may not participate if you are involved with sperm racing operations.
Oh, that's already a thing.
Way.
Okay.
If you're attempting to manipulate results, selection, or eligibility. If you provide false or misleading information as well. And so which country can I represent in this international bout?
Mm-hmm.
Born in that country, 25% ancestry from that country, one or both parents are from that country. You hold residency or citizenship in that country. That's whose flag you can bear in this. There's 128 countries competing for $100,000. One application, 3 head-to-head matchups, 5 live or recorded events for the sperm.
Okay. You also can't participate if you're a lady.
Nope, this one's for the fellows only.
Yeah.
I think I said that first.
Yeah, that's the other one. They forgot to put on. They didn't put on there, though, so I'm going to apply.
I'm probably out of my prime, but back in my day, there's a no doubter for your boy.
The technology partner Cygnus Photonics builds the light-generating hardware that lets us seal the racetrack. Their photonics platform activates the material surfaces at the molecular level, allowing the racetracks to be permanently sealed without adhesives or heat. We work closely with their team to tune optics, sensors, and signal processing so that every frame of the broadcast is clean, accurate, and race-ready.
Great.
No lab goggles required. You know, I have a friend who was telling me about sperm recently that I guess like they've done science now that when it gets to the egg, it's more of like a beam of light chooses the sperm rather than a race to the center.
It's the egg that chooses the sperm.
The egg that chooses.
Yeah, it's not the sperm that gets there the fastest.
And then he looked me in the eye. He said, "You're chosen." And I said, "Brother, you've never been hotter. You've never been hotter."
But also, it's the egg, the woman that chooses. You know.
Yeah, but we still get there. We did a lot of the legwork there.
If you ain't
can't
first,
argue
you
that.
last.
That's it, man. I'm about to go practice.
Hey, have a great
Happy
weekend,
Friday.
my kids. We hope to see you at the Car and Truck Show tomorrow morning.
I got
And
a train.
Burkdale, Luck of the Village. Have a great weekend, my kid.
Great radio doesn't end here. Catch the full episode and dive or into our archives on the WSIC News app.
WSIC 105.9 FM, 100.7 FM, 1400 AM, Statesville, Lake Norman's home for local talk radio. WSIC, local starts here.